how was your early life? How did Z Estate start? I know a bit of the stories. I know a bit of the stories from my father, but I would want everyone to know this.
That is a long story. So my aim in the childhood was also to go into service,
Yeah.
to defense.
Because you come from a family of lawyers and everything.
Lawyers and service people.
Yes.
Not exactly lawyers, but my father was a OS officer. But ଆମ business ର କେହି ନଥିଲେ ଆମ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିରେ. I was the first person to get into business. At that point of time, in those period, businessmen mane were not looked upon very nicely.
That was my next question, but
Yeah,
good.
it was not looked upon. ତ ବେଳେବେଳେ ଲୋକ ଥଟାରେ କହନ୍ତି ଯେ ଝିଅ ବି ମିଳିବେନି ତମକୁ ବାହା ହେବା ପାଇଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ କ୍ଲର୍କ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ, ସେକ୍ରେଟାରିଏଟରେ କ୍ଲର୍କ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ, ଲୋକ ରେଡି ଅଛନ୍ତି ଝିଅ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ, କିଛି ତ ନହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟେଡ୍ ସର୍ଭିସ୍ ହେଇଗଲା ନା. So that was the approach, but thankfully
Now it has changed a lot.
and for that I will give a lot of credit to the then Congress ministry headed by Janaki Patnaik, the Hajare Dinne Hajare industry. So lot of people got into many type of industries, chahe trawler kuhantu, chahe fabrication kuhantu, chahe many industries. Maybe their critics say that kon labhat hala, 95% of the industry fail karigala. I always argue, so be it.
से पांचटा उठी वाला ना.
Panchta utla nikhalne,
5%.
that blood was created. That blood was infused into the Odia mind je bhai industry kariba darkar. And by the way, failure in the business, amar ethi dekhandi bhari asubidhar je bhai eta gote failed businessman, you go abroad, a failure businessman also being called to give talks in audiences. So what was his experience? Why did he fail? So that is also people should learn. Success টা খালি জানলে হবে না. You should also know how people fail. যেমন কহନ୍ତି, you don't have to make mistake yourself to learn from other mistakes. কিন্তু ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ମିଷ୍ଟେକରେ ମୁଁ ଲର୍ନ କରିପାରିଲି, that is a intelligent move for me. I was selected for IMA. So I was throughout NCC in my career. I was a C certificate holder. ସେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ସ୍କିମ୍ ଥିଲା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟର, if you are a C certificate holder in NCC and you are a graduate, I think that scheme might be running now, I don't know. You are directly appointed as the sergeant in the reserve police. जो बुलेट धरे बुलन से तौर से sergeant माने. Couple of my friends also directly got inducted into the then OMP, Odisha Military Police. ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯୋଉଟା ବୋଧେ rename ହେଇଯାଇଛି OSAP, Odisha State Armor Police or something. But I had the aim and objective throughout to go to defense, so I got selected in IMA, but father denied. कल नहीं तो छड़ी भी नहीं. So I got selected as a CRPF, what a DSP interview ହେଇଥିଲା. I got selected because of my NCC background and all. ସେତେବେଳେ NCC ରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ C certificate holder, all practical interviews were exempted. But anyway ଯେତେବେଳେ ମନା କରିଦେଲା, ସେତେବେଳେ ବି କ'ଣ କରିବୁ, ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବି. ତ କ'ଣ କରିବି ବୋଲି ସେତେବେଳେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟର ଭଲ ସ୍କିମ୍ ସବୁ ଆସିଥାଏ ଟ୍ରଲର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପାରାଦୀପରେ, ଫିସିଂ ଟ୍ରଲର.
Oh.
So I just went, I was cycling down. I started my life with cycle.
ମାନେ କଟକରୁ ପାରାଦୀପ?
ନାଇଁ, କଟକରୁ OSFC, Odisha State Financial Corporation, which is almost say 6-7 kilometers. Cycle ଯିବୁ. Anyway, I got a sanction of 4 trawlers. Trawler ବି କଲୁ. ବାପାଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ବହୁତ ଲଢ଼ିକିରି ଗୋଟେ ମୋଟରସାଇକେଲ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ତାଙ୍କଠୁ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ଆଣିଲି. So, but I was in that business for 75. I joined that business, but 79 ବେଳକୁ ମୁଁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲି because that didn't suit me. There was an also episode, Oil India ର ଗୋଟେ contract ଥିଲା, Oil India rig ରେ ମୋର ଗୋଟେ trawler ବୁଡ଼ିଗଲା, but that, let us not get into that. Then I left Paradip. I had no idea, no clue what will I do now. Didn't have much money, didn't have much saving. Marriage age. Sonu was born, my elder son was born. So I came back to Cuttack. Motorcycle dhari, then I was scouting for work, then petty kama sabu kali, kichi civil contract neli, kichi lokon ko request kari, very small petty contract. And I was every day I was used to go and scout to different offices, jaya kichi kama jidi matte meli paranta. Some good people were there, they gave me some good little work. So that gave me a little bit of money. So one day I was just, that was my turning point of life. I was just driving on a scooter, and somebody called me in my nickname, Rupali Chok, I remember, in Bhubaneswar. ମୁଁ କଟକରୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଆସିଥାଏ କେଉଁଠି ଗୋଟେ ଅଫିସରେ କାମ ଥିଲା ବୋଲି ଆସିଥିଲି ଦେନ୍ ହି କଲ୍ଡ ମି କହିଲା ଆରେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆର୍ ୟୁ ଡୁଇଂ ନଟ୍ ଡୁଇଂ ଏନିଥିଙ୍ଗ ବଟ୍ ସ୍କାଉଟିଂ ଯାହା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯିଏ କାମ ଦେଲା ମୁଁ କିଛି କିଛି କାମ କରିକି ଜଷ୍ଟ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟ earning little money. That was in the year 1980. Then he said, will you do some work? I have a good work. Any work you give me, I will do. I'll give all my 100% sincerity and honesty.
That's the spirit.
That two things I can assure you. What is that contract? Then he said, this is the contract. It was a transport supplying contract to the Oil India, who was exploring Mahanadi Basin, oil exploration କରୁଥିଲେ ସେମାନେ, on and offshore both. It was a big contract. କେତେ EMD ତ ହଁ EMD 50,000 ଟଙ୍କା 50,000 ଟଙ୍କା କୋଉଠୁ ମୁଁ ଆଣିବି ସେତେବେଳେ ସେଠୁ ଯାଇ ବାପାଙ୍କୁ କହିଲି ସେ କହିଲେ ମୁଁ ତ ଏତେ ପଇସା ଦେଇପାରିବିନି କିଛି ପଇସା ଦେବି ତତେ then the officer who actually took me there he had some interest he ବୋଲେ କି I will give you some money but ମୋରି ମଧ୍ୟ କିଛି interest ବି ତା ଦେହରେ ରଖିବା and he really helped he was like God he was a god like person to me tender ଦେଇଦେଲି ଟେଣ୍ଡରରେ ମୁଁ L1 ବି ହେଲିନି that was government ସେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରାଇଭେଟ୍ ଥିଲା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ବି almost Oil India Limited. The earlier it was Assam Oil, British company. All culture was British culture. So, bada company sabu, I am not taking name, but one, two name I can take. Other name is known to Odia. I will not take the names. I was L3 or 4. मिलवार चांस नहीं टाटा नगर ट्रांसपोर्ट इकोनॉमिक ट्रांसपोर्ट बहुत बड़ा बड़ा कंपनी सब देते जाट सब सो ये भद्र लोक मत गाइड करते.
So what transport?
It was only supply of vehicles, different kind of vehicles. कारण जितने exploration अब
Truck, crane.
truck, no crane not truck, tracker, mini truck, car, roughly around 50-60 vehicles every month regularly चलिवा. कारण American company had come. American company was surveying this. ସେମାନେ टेंट पकेबे सब जगह बुली 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 blasting करी करी. then camp will move from place to place. Everyday movement of theirs, everything. So that was the contract. So he then guided me. The chief of that organization was a Tamilian. Jagannath Tango Bhalle Rakanda, he is no more. But he was a big-hearted person. Very, very. When I was working in Paradeep for Oil India in 78, 79, I had an episode, accident there. He tried to help me out to his best. But because of the government rules, he could not help me. So he had a very soft corner towards me. So he कहले tate se bahut like करे. Why don't you go and seek his? And he was the chief of that operation. He was the entire Odisha chief thile. So then I went once. Mr. Mohanty, tankar jane private secretary thanti gote British lady, Anglo-Indian lady, very old lady. Kale yes. How are you? Well, sir, emti katha. Oh, it's very good. If you can take it, I'll be very happy. At least my soul will be very happy helping you out. But this is my problem. I am not the L1. I leave it to me. And he really did it. ସେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ରିଟିଶ କଲଚର ଥିଲା ଆଜ୍ଞା ତାଙ୍କ କମ୍ପାନୀଟା ପୁରା ବ୍ରିଟିଶ କଲଚରରେ ଚାଲୁଥିଲା. So he somehow or awarded me the contract. I was awarded with the contract. Then security deposit has to be given. Security deposit of 5 lakhs rupees.
Oh, ମାନେ first EMD 50,000 and security deposits.
5 ଲକ୍ଷ କିଏ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ କିଏ ପାରିବିନି ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ. You have to please help. ये मत पुणी टेम्प्ट करियो तू ये सेट ताकू देखा कर मुझे पुणी ताकू देखा कली तो ताकर जने CFM चीफ फाइनेंस मैनेजर मिस्टर चटर्जी वाली बेंगाली जाने के लोग सिट डाउन डकेले ताको सेते बेले मेनी बैंकर्स पूरा ऑलमोस्ट गोड़ भाई के ताको रूम आगे ठिया होतले चीफ ऑफ द बैंकर रीजनल मैनेजर जोनल मैनेजर रीजन बैंक एवरी मंथ रे ताकर आसुतला प्राय 100 रु 130-140 कोटी टंका एवरी मंथ ताकर आसीबो. 1980 खर्च हवा पे जो तेलो एक्सप्लोर हबो बेले पेमेंट हबो ए पेमेंट हबो से पेमेंट हबो से पेमेंट हबो अमेरिकन कंपनी को दिया हबो जियो सर्वे कंपनी को तो बैंकर्स वर मैड आफ्टर हिम जे आगे आमो बैंक रे डील करंतु आमो बैंक रे डील करंतु. सो ही हैड अ लॉट ऑफ ग्रीप ओवर द बैंक्स. सो ही कॉल्ड हिज CFO कहले चटर्जी आओ बैठो डू यू नो हिम दिस बॉय. No, sir. Okay, you take him. He needs a bank guarantee of 5 lakhs rupees. doesn't have money. Your job, how to arrange the bank guarantee for him. Agreed? Understood? Yes, sir. I will do it. पळे आलो तांको रूम कारण he is the chief of the ये तो finance manager थे आसिकी पूरा एकदम कहले how do you know him this and that कहले सर एम जानी छि तांको पारादीप जणा थिला ओके कैन यू कम टुमोरो मॉर्निंग टू माय हाउस सेते बेले माने ऑयल इंडिया ना कहले भुवनेश्वर रे भाबुतले जे कोट से माने बोधे सूर्य चंद्र रो आछन ते रिच लोक से माने गोटे गोटे लोक तीन वाला बिल्डिंग टा भड़ा रखथिबे बेस्ट ऑफ द हाउसेस इन भुवनेश्वर आर ऑल टेकन बाय रेंट टेकन ऑन रेंट बाय ऑयल इंडिया से कहले फॉरेस्ट पार्क रो हमको घरे मु रहू छी आस हे हो जे सिंगल लोक ता फैमिली कलकत्ता था वन मैन ओनली तीन वाला बिल्डिंग के ना खाली 4-5 टा खंडे ऑर्डरली मोर तो दरकार अछि त मोर एसडी मोटरसाइकिल से तबड़ था एसडी मोटरसाइकिल चढ़ी पूरा आसी पहुंची गली 8:45 ता घरे नॉट ऑल एक्जाक्टली पसिले पसड़ ता दांडा करे आउ जन लोक बसचंती कहला अच्छा महांती आओ बैठो ही इज मिस्टर महापात्र ही इज द RM of United Bank of India BB महापात्र आई स्टिल रिमेंबर हिज नेम महापात्र समझा दिया आपको that is my boss has shifted the responsibility to me I am shifting the responsibility to you he needs a bank guarantee but I stand guarantor for that not officially because every bill I have to sign unless and until I don't sign the check the bill will not be paid to him से ठीक है सर मतलब आपने 11 बजे मत ऐसे ऑफिस देखा करंतो ताको ऑफिस था ये जो हमर गुरुद्वारा अछि ठीक गुरुद्वारा पछाड़े ताको ऑफिस था रीजनल मैनेजर ऑफिस ऑफ यूनाइटेड बैंक ऑफ इंडिया जे पहुँचले बसैले मत सी सब बुझे बहुत किसी मत शिक्षा देले कहले ओडिया लोक एमती लोक मु बहुत ओडिया लोक को हेल्प करी बट दे आर नॉट ग्रेटफुल दे डोंट दे अर्न मनी एंड जस्ट फ्लाई इन हाई सोसाइटी एंड हाई लाइफस्टाइल बी ऑन द ग्राउंड सर देखो मुझे किसी कहीपरि आई एम जस्ट स्ट्रगलिंग तेणु बेस गुरा कहवा भी ठीक नुह आई नीड एवरीबॉडीज ब्लेसिंग्स एंड गुडविल ठीक अच्छे वेयर डू यू स्टे सर मुझे कटक रहा कटक इज माय प्लेस ओके कटक रे आमर ए जगह ब्रांच अच्छी व्हिच ब्रांच विल सूट यू बोले रानीहाट ब्रांच टा विल सूट मी चलो ठीक है गोटे छोटिया कागजटा बाहर कले छोटे चिट्टे लिखिदेले एनवलप कहले यू गो टू रानीहाट ब्रांच मिस्टर बीबी नायक ये थे बीबी महापात्र से गोटे बीबी नायक जन थे मैनेजर तांको दियो ही विल सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम सो हाउ द बैंक गारंटी वाज ऑब्टेन्ड यू विल बी सरप्राइज टू नो सी से चिट्टा पाइले पढ़िले मत अनेले कहले बसत चाफा देले तो हो ठीक अच्छे सो द मेकानिजम वाज जे आई गिव एन अंडरटेकिंग टू देम स्टाम्प पेपर रे जे से माने मते बैंक गारंटी देबे विदाउट एनीथिंग बट विथ एन एश्योरेंस जे मु जो कारण एवरी मंथ रे मोर बिल हबो ऑल माय बिल विल बी रूटेड थ्रू दैट बैंक एंड मोर प्रत्येक बिल रु 10% लेखा से माने काटी के रखिबे टू क्रिएट दैट मार्जिन ऑफ द बैंक गारंटी ता माने आगे घोड़ा ओरा दौड़िबे गाड़ीटा पछे पछे चली ताको मैच करिबा ता स्पीड टाको एंड आई वाज वेरी ओब्लाइज्ड टू देम ग्रेटफुल टू देम थैंक यू वेरी मच जहाँ भी हो जहाँ से कहले पेपर बॉन्ड फंड सब आनी दबा कथा देली तापरे द बैंक गारंटी वाज अवेलेबल टू मी आई सबमिटेड दैट सो आई वाज अवॉर्डेड विथ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नाउ दिस थर्ड स्ट्रगल वाज वेयर डू आई गेट द रनिंग कैपिटल प्रथम मास तो पुणी गाड़ी गुरा चलला पर जाए मु बिलटा रेस करिवे ना गाड़ी गुरा आनी किछि किछि एडवांस दबा पड़िबो गाड़ी गुरा आनी किछि तेल सब मास सारा तेल मत खर्च करिया पड़िबो 50 टा गाड़ी रो बड़ बड़ ट्रक टू आरंभ करी कार पर्यंत द जेंटलमैन हु इंट्रोड्यूस्ड मी देयर ही आल्सो हेल्प्ड एंड ही वाज आल्सो ए बिग द great god was that Mr. Ratnam and the next god I always believe is this person who has really made my life and that was the turning point of
BB Mahapatra?
No, the person who really first I called me and took me to a tender nay and I will support you. So he was also a great man. He is still there. God keep him in good health and mind. So, and that was the turning point. After that, I have never turned back. It really gave me a good profit, good capital. So, it ran for almost 3 to 4 years. 83, 84 रे ताकर ऑपरेशन ही बंद हो गला. That exploration जो करूथिले, जो सर्वे करूथिले, सर्वे सरी गला ताकर. So they left Odisha. किछि जगह रे जहाँ पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट पाइले तो उसको सील कर देले सील कर तांकर जहाँ मैपिंग फैपिंग करिया कथा गवर्नमेंट को देके से तांकर दे स्टॉप देयर ऑपरेशन सो माय बिजनेस गॉट स्टॉप सो देन आई फॉर ए मोमेंट आई गॉट इनटू कॉन्ट्रैक्टरी कारण मोर कैपिटल ही जाइथला तोळ को एक्सपीरियंस ही जाइथला कॉन्टैक्ट लियाजनिंग सब ही जाइथला किछि किछि so I started doing some civil work, good civil work in Nalco. Nalco was just being constructed on good. There also I made some money. From there I had dream kuho ki jaha kuho jo real estate possible. But real estate we all know that by it's a capital oriented business.
But this was 90s.
It was almost no, it was 84, 86.
86.
Okay, 84 or 86, 83, 84 oil India bond. Then I did my civil construction for 2-3 years. Made some money also out of that. Then I'm a real estate pasiva. So me and 2 of my cousin brothers were partners. One you know, Tanu
uncle.
Same name, Tapan Mohanty. By the grace of God, we both are still partners, 50-50% partner. And we are still running the company.